Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know that Worshipful Mayor has actually gone, but nonetheless, I would like to address the congregation once again. Your Worshipful Mayor, distinguished guests, especially Councillor India, councillors of Wandsworth Borough Council, trustees of Hindu Society, Anup Sagaji, ladies and gentlemen and children. On behalf of the Hindu Society, I welcome you to our Diwali function, which is taking place here at the Civic Suite after a long time. Hinduism is the oldest religion in the world, and many of you will be familiar with the symbol of Om, especially those taking part in yoga and meditation, or those going back to the ancient art of Ayurveda, which encompasses medicine using natural ingredients and preparing food to feed the mind and body with yogic life. Hindu Society has been part of Wandsworth for the last 50 years, which we celebrated recently at our own centre. This society started in earnest in 1973 at People's Home by a group of ladies who joined to form a satsang, religious gathering group, at weekends or whenever the need had arisen to perform a religious function. These founding members were there to undertake the task in hand. For a large gathering, the Hindu Society often hired a church hall, the civic suite, or Tooting Community Hall to conduct religious functions on a big scale. I also joined Hindu Society and often volunteered my services to transporting ladies at weekends to religious functions. As I had a large car and no seat belts required, it meant I could transport 5 to 6 ladies to their destination. This became a community affair with people from various countries like Kenya, India, Uganda, Fiji, British Guyana, to come together with a common thread, Hindu faith. This led to a sense of belonging and forming an extended family, especially as many were new to this country, and London can be a very lonely place. Quite a number of immigrants from East Africa knew each other and built on the strength to endorse not only religious functions, but to take part in performing arts and cultural activities too. It is at Hindu Society, Tara Arts Group was formed by a group of Hindu Society youngsters. Ladies forged ahead with collection of donations, and a Hindu Society hall was bought in 1989 at 673 Garrett Lane. Since owning our own place, we were able to have religious functions, dramas, Hindi lessons for children, having Kavi Sammelan, which is poem recitals, and also begin a senior citizens club, which met 4 times a week with providing hot meals for one day. Hindu Society also formed a youth club where youngsters performed for Diwali and other religious functions, plus sharing activities which brought many families together and gave a sense of belonging. Various members of the executive committee also represented Hindu Society in multi-faith forum set up by the leader of the Wandsworth Borough Council. Interfaith Forum also became part of the commitment to diverse ourselves to a wider community. We even accommodated Metropolitan Police to have regular meetings at our hall, thus strengthening our bond. The society grew from strength to strength, so much so that we had to seek a bigger place for our members in 2000. We purchased 664 Garrett Lane with massive drive of donations and increased our activities too. having further activities like adult education classes. Members taking part in learning English, music lessons, mother tongue provision for children, yoga, armchair exercise, flower arranging classes, and computer classes, so that members could send messages and emails to their loved ones and also become familiar with IT skills. Once or twice a year, day trips were organised for members as well as for children. Some members even enjoyed a trip to Turkey and Portugal. For the last 10 years, it was felt that we should have a permanent mandir, a temple. Once again, momentum began to collect funds for such a cause. However, this was not easy during pandemic, and many were skeptical, but we overcame negativity. Today, I stand before you feeling very proud that we have achieved this mission and ticking my bucket list too. With the help of many generous donations from our members and some outsiders supporting the project, but most importantly, with the help of our trustees of Hindu Society, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our trustees, Mr. Balraj Tandon, Mr. Sunil Tandon, and Mr. Rakesh Wadhwa, and Mr. Anup Sadgar, and their families in donating a substantial amount which has given rise to a two-story building, encompassing a permanent temple on the first floor and a community hall on the ground floor. Just visualize having a mandir and give it back to our community something in the form of a legacy for future generations. A temple is not just a place for religious worship. It offers many valuable services to society. These services can be summarized in acronym temple. T, the tranquility, the temple atmosphere of holy chants, and the sanctifying presence of the deity serves as a tranquil retreat. E for engagement. It provides people with various satisfying engagements that preserve our national culture and also productively channelize their talent energies. M for medication. The temple acts like a hospital for the mind. The medication it provides heals the diseased mentality that impels people to addiction and criminality. If we think of a building, a hospital, to heal the body, then why not recognize as a social necessity of building hospitals that heal the mind? P for purification. The temple purifies the heart of those who visit it regularly. L for love. Offers a glimpse of the kingdom of God, where we all come together as family in God's family. E for education. It serves as a center for higher spiritual education, where people learn principles and practices for leading a life of moral and spiritual integrity. A Hindu temple is a spiritual destination for many Hindus, as well as landmarks around which ancient arts, community celebrations, and economy have flourished. Today, Hindu Society Temple and Community Center has served as a process of building a strong community, a social venue to network, and the bigness of the temple is a functional necessity. Over the last 50 years, having gone through many changes and seeing many founding members passing away and the baton being handed to the next generation. Only 2 days ago, the Executive Committee received an email from a doctor at St. George's Hospital who had brought his mother to our Senior Citizens Club. She had recently arrived from India for a few months and needed to socialize with like-minded people. Kusanti enjoyed coming to our luncheon club plus yoga classes. Unfortunately, when she returned to India after 4 months of being here, she contracted an infection which progressed to a florid pneumonia and sepsis. Sadly, she passed away last week. This is what her son had to say about Hindu society. I thank you so much for your kind words. They were very soothing and spoke of the warmth that you and the entire Hindu society had shown to my mother. I will always be grateful. You gave her a place to start to belong, and it warmed my heart to see her start to meet and make friends there. For me too, over the last 48 years, I have always enjoyed being part of Hindu society. As an extension of extended family, it has been a two-way process. By me offering my volunteer services and Hindu society giving me a platform and sense of belonging to this wonderful organization which completes the belief that Hinduism is not a religion but a way of life. I would like to close by thanking you all for coming and supporting our Diwali program. I want to thank all those who worked tirelessly from Hindu society to put together this program with the support of Enable and Wandsworth Borough Council. I hope in the near future you will come and take part in our community centre and the temple. I thank you.
Thank you, Sunitaji. I'm sure we all agree that's some inspiring speech that was given there. And it just reminds us of the importance of what Hindu society really stands for, which is us as a group, reaching out to everybody, being all inclusive. Thank you, Sunitaji, once again.